Okay, this video is to show you how to use the new MTSS document that I created. The first one was where you had to fill out a Google form, and the issues with that came up this week where a lot of people signed up for, let's say, second period, but only 2 people have second period planning. So trying to brainstorm on how to fix issues like that, I have this document. So if you look here, it has a day of the week: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You have first period, second period, third period, fourth period, and then you also have these cute little check boxes. You have a time ABC, and then you have who will be the visiting teacher. So I want to kind of walk you through what you're going to do to sign up for MTSS. Hopefully this will work out a lot better. So what I have done is, to the right within this yellow box over here, you see teachers with this planning period. So that way, first period you have 3 teachers, second period you have 2, third period you have 3, and then fourth period you have 4. So because of the people that have that certain planning period, that's what this teacher A, teacher B, teacher C stands for. So for example, I have third period planning. So if I wanted help during second period, I will actually go to that second period tab, and where it says teacher A, I would replace teacher A with my name. Okay, so that way I know that I'm teacher A there. Now, you don't really need to remember if you're teacher A or teacher B. It does not matter because I've allotted the different time frames. So only 2 people can sign up for second period help for the whole week. Now, once those slots are filled up, it's first come, first served. You cannot select second period for the rest of the week. Hopefully next time you'll be able to get second period. But just to make sure that we don't have teachers having to help out more than one, because we're trying to slowly get to this process in play first. We just want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to sign up for one class and help for one class. So I put my name where I want. I put Ashley Knox under second period because I want help during second period, and I want it to be on Wednesday. So I'll go to the Wednesday column and I'll put a little check during the box. I don't have to do anything else for that because I'm saying I want help on Wednesday during second period. If I scroll to the right, you see time A, B, or C. What this stands for is A is the first 30 minutes, B is the second 30 minutes, and C is the final 30 minutes. So if I want help in the final 30 minutes, I will put C, and I'll put that just like that. You don't have to type anything else in. Okay, so that's what I would do to sign up to receive help. So if you forget any of that, I have typed that up right here, how to fill out the form, and I put Wednesdays because that's when we're expecting to fill out this form for help for the next week. So that's there. I have a little checklist so you can see that. In case you forgot what A, B, and C stands for, it's right there. Okay, I did put some notes in here, just the things to keep in mind while signing up. It is first come, first serve. So if you know that you have an inclusion class during second period and there's only 2 slots, I would make sure I'll sign up early so that way I can get my students help during that time. It will be nice to have a variety, so every week you're not signing up for the same time slot, but that's up to you. That's the whole purpose of this. You can pick what's available for you during that time. Another thing to note here is, please do not change what other people have written. For example, if I look at this form and I'm like, well, no other time slots fit for me except second period where Ashley signed up, let me go and change this and let me put my name. Please don't do that. Please be respectful on the people that have signed up during that time. They are planning to have someone in their class, and you are providing something for that visiting teacher. So it can change their whole entire plan. So just be respectful in that sense. I know sometimes that goes without saying, but it's better to say it and then not need it as opposed to the opposite. And also, the whole purpose of putting the people that have planning periods to the right of this is just so you can keep in mind of who is going to be helping you during that time. So, like if I have pre-calculus during second period, which I do, then I would look at these people and I'd be like, okay, can any of those help me with pre-calculus? Which Don't assume. You can always go and ask them, but just keep that in the back of your mind. I would just make sure I can go to Miss Cherry and say, Miss Cherry, are you comfortable with this concept in pre-calculus? If she's not, then maybe you can find someone else or sign up for a different time slot. So that's up to you. Just keep that in mind. So that's how you sign up. That's on Wednesdays. So next will be how I could sign up to give my help, like what we're going to typically do on Fridays or through the weekend. So after everyone has signed up, I'm going to give them Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to do that. Friday afternoon, hopefully this will be filled up, and you can see if every single name over here is filled up, then everyone has done what they're supposed to do. So if I was looking ahead and say, okay, well, I want to help someone during my planning period, which is third period, and I know I want to help during the first 30 minutes. I can look where it says teacher A, B, or C and see what they have chosen. But I also need to know the concept that they are teaching during that time. Maybe it's a concept I'm not familiar with. If you look at the bottom, there are actually two sheets. You see we're at the weekly plan / sign up sheet. And then the right is the visiting teacher documents. In order to see what the students are doing in that class that I want to sign up for, I will need to go to the visiting teacher documents. Every teacher has their own name, and what we have to fill out while signing up is what the students are working on that day and what would you like the visiting teacher to do. These are the same questions that were on the Google form. So instead of typing them into the Google form, you will just put them here. It's all in the central location, so that way you won't toggle back and forth. So I could go to my name if I'm asking for help and say that my students are working on direct and inverse variation. So I can type that up here. Variation. You can be as specific as you want to. Just kind of let them know what topic you're working on. I would have to say one thing that aggravates me about Google Docs, Sheets, excuse me, is I can keep typing and you see how it goes to the next slide. That's not a big deal. It's fixable. It will kind of eliminate half. I will go in and wrap this eventually so you can see all of it. But I can't do that until there are actually text in that document that I'm aware of. If you know how to do that, then please let me know. But until then, that's just what we're going to do. And then I also have to type in what I want the visiting teacher to do. Please don't put walk around and help students. You should be preparing something for those teachers to do. Maybe numbers 1, 2, and 3 on the same worksheet that you're doing in class. It doesn't matter. They should be preparing something so that way the teacher that's coming in knows exactly what they're doing. Okay, it's not more of a walk around guess kind of deal. Be specific. Okay, you want to be conscious of everyone's time and you want to get the most out of this experience as well. So don't just put walking around. Please make sure that you have some form or some document that you can give them or they can look at and you know exactly what numbers that that teacher will be working with those select students on. Okay, so when you're trying to think of time, think about your students and what students may need extra help. Pull them aside to be working with this teacher. That will kind of help that student in a more one-to-one setting as opposed to the whole class atmosphere. Okay, so you'll put that into this column as well. So once you sign up, you can go ahead and do this. That way, if I want to sign up on Friday to give my help, I can see what is happening in that classroom and make sure that if I'm comfortable enough, then I'm ready to actually commit to it. Okay. Once again, if it's not clear, I have a checklist down here, how to sign up to be a visiting teacher. You're the visiting teacher if you're signing up on Fridays. Just to make sure that you're going to that second sheet, seeing what the students are doing that day. If you're comfortable and you're ready to sign up, then you go back to this form and you see on the right where it says who will be the visiting teacher. This is where you're going to sign up. So if I want to sign up during my third period and let's say it's teacher A, then I will go to this adjoining column row intersection, and I will type my name. Okay? So now once you're there, then everything should be dandy. If you need some support from the teacher, just go to your go to your teacher that you're visiting and ask for clarification. You can ask for the document before. Do whatever you need to do so we can all get the most out of this experience. So hopefully this video helps you to figure out how to sign up. If you do have any questions, please make sure you're asking me. I know this is a new document. I'm hoping that this will work out a little bit better in terms of organizational. But if you have suggestions, I'm always open for it. Remember, this is a pilot. We're still trying to figure everything out. So thank you for your patience. And like always, you can email me or just come see me.